Welcome to the channel of Coach EmRatThich. Today I want to share with you my journey of Chinese training, the motivation and a little more about my bio. Where you come from? I come from Vietnam. I live in France now. I have played table tennis in Vietnam at the age of 8. Since 2012, I started to coach young developing players. I have full-time jobs, and during my weekend spare time, I create detailed videos about table tennis coaching every Sunday. I focus mainly on new players and intermediate players who don't have a chance to get a good coaching. Why do you prefer China over Western? I'm sorry, but I don't mean to disrespect the Western training. Maybe my vocabulary is not good enough to transfer the idea, or the difference in the culture between Asian and Western. Just because in an Asian country the training is much more serious and the players devote their life to the sport. If you live in the Asian country, you can see the difference in the culture. For example, this short clip will never be seen in Western countries.
Bài tập còn không nhớ, sao mà nhớ sáu ở đây thứ bảy làm gì? Cả trường thứ bảy phải làm gì? Thứ bảy mới biết phải đấu với thứ hai. Nhớ không? Làm được cái gì không? Không làm được cái gì không? Đó. Nhớ, đây là thứ sáu đấy. Thứ bảy này.
How do you know the Chinese philosophy? I mainly practice with my best friend Chinese 3 times a week. We have trained in China in the training camp during the holiday with my friends at his hometown, but after mostly by private coaching. We have discussed with some Chinese coach and I learned some tips there. With this coaching, I have discovered the big difference between some coaches I have known in France and in China. Where to find the Chinese table tennis lessons? The knowledge of table tennis in China is huge. There are some good sources on the internet that you can learn table tennis. For example, Pong, the most well-organized source from several table tennis coaches. Or Hui, another good source to learn Chinese table tennis. Or Tron Table Tennis with a series of 10 basic table tennis tutorials. Your achievement. My achievement as a player is nothing special, some small prize when I was a student. As a coach, my players always confirm that my tactics and my advice are really good, especially in real match and in some league tournament. That is my best achievement. I think in my club there are another 2 coaches, but the young players prefer that I coach them in a real match. In training, we have learned a lot from my Chinese friend because the way we train are totally different with the way another player train. Sacred or not sacred, I don't care. For me, the best way of training is the way that makes you improve as fast as possible. Do you do private coaching? Some players ask me the price for the private coaching sessions. Thank you for your trust, but for the instance, I can't do private coaching due to 3 reasons. First, I can earn money by doing private coaching, but coaching online is less effective than the real coach. You need a good coach to correct the technique in the real situation. Second, to provide a good coaching lesson, it requires much time to watch your video, to discuss your gesture, and finally find the best tips that work for you. I don't have enough time as I already have my full-time job. Third, But the most important reason is maybe do private coaching can earn me higher than doing YouTube videos. If you watch my previous video, the rate of private coaching is about $40 to $65 per hour, but I know that many amateur players don't have a good table tennis coaching. I prefer to concentrate spare time in the weekend to make videos and to share the tips that I have learned to as many as possible players out there. However, you can send me your playing videos and I can give you the quick tips for free. Many players have sent me their playing videos to correct the stroke mechanism. It is private videos on Facebook. How long does it take to make a video? I collect the ideas during my work days, and at the weekend I make a video montage and narration. This process takes normally about 6 hours to 8 hours to finish. I normally end up at 2 a.m. Sunday morning. If I include the time that I need to watch several table tennis tutorials, mostly in English and in Chinese, 10 minutes coaching video can take up to 18 hours. With the help of my friend Chinese, I will transfer the idea, the philosophy, into English as clear and as simple as possible. English is not my native language, so I have to narrate several times for one phrase in my video. The quality of my first coaching videos is very bad, but with your support, I continue. Now, when I compare my current video to the first video, the quality is like day and night. I just want to say that making a good coaching video is not easy, which requires a lot of effort. However, making table tennis video is very entertaining. Your feedback about your progress has motivated me a lot. That is the main reason that I continue to make these videos on YouTube. This activity is only my hobby, so I can't make many table tennis videos as your request. What did you like the most from the Chinese? What I have learned the most from the Chinese coaching? I don't claim that all coaching in China are good. As many things out there, you need to select yourself the bad and the good information. My table tennis has changed a lot after learning the tactics with my friend. I am not the best player in my club, but I am proud that my forehand loop is the spinniest in the club. Even the top players in my club can't block my top spin consistently. It all comes from the technique. I have learned their philosophy about table tennis technique, footwork, power from the ground, the way you hold and transfer the energy to the ball, the way you use your wrist, the way you train to hit faster, and many little things. It is not new, but the way the coach in China transferred to the student is efficient. It is something like a mix of culture and science. The coach has converted these tips into the short phrase, short proverbs, easy to understand and easy to remember. Something like power from the ground, hit 3, step back 4, rock the ball, pull the ball to you, attack in the defense situation. Just a few words, but when you want to explain it correctly, you need at least 5 minutes. But the thing that impressed me the most is the table tennis tactics. That is the moment I realized that in China the coach has many solutions for each situation. Their knowledge about the tactics is huge. That is why table tennis tactics are my main strength. The tactics are something like when to serve, when to attack, combo, time out, when to slow down, when to speed up, memorize the pattern, change the situation. When the level gap in technique between the top players and the rising players decreases, that the tactics will have the top players win. Having good tactics from a good coach, the outcomes of the match can be changed. Table tennis is the chess with the speed of lightning. In some situations, you don't understand why you lose quickly and how you can control your tempo. A good coach can see the situation that the player can't see. I also understand that why Chinese players are so strong in the international scene. They have better technique, but be careful, the level gap in technique is more and more closer now. The main reason that they can overcome is the best coach with the best tactics. In China, the competition is very intense and at the high level. They have a chance to test hundreds of tactics in hundreds, even thousands of matches. At the end, they have selected the best tactics that have survived and verified in the real situation. You understand that the top 4 Chinese players always have a personal and a national coach, while the Team B players are mostly used as a blue player. About the technique and the equipment, the Chinese coach at the provincial level has a very good knowledge, good foundation about technique. They also understand well the principle of the table tennis equipment. Now I understand why the top provincial player and national players always prefer heavy and large head blade. Also, why they prefer custom handle for the blade. They optimize the rubber so that the player can hit very hard to make the ball as powerful as possible. After discussing with some coaches, I know that the bouncy rubber is not good, but for a high level you need a powerful rubber which can transfer as much of your power into the ball as possible. It is not a secret, but this concept of a good table tennis equipment is very clear, so powerful rubber and bouncy rubber is not the same. Why you don't show up? I can film myself coaching the young players, but I need to ask the permission of their parents first. Firstly, I think that it could be nice to show to you some demonstration technique that I have learned, for example, how to generate a powerful stroke. But recently, I have learned that because I am still playing and coaching in table tennis, it is better to keep my privacy. No matter how good you are, there are always the people that try to take you down. It is more harmful than rewarding. I also want to show to you that there are some people that try to say that I am a scam and a spammer. I don't know these people, but claiming someone a scam and cheater without any proof is harassment, personal attack, which is forbidden in the Google Community Guideline. I also want to say sorry to a coach from UK that my video can unintentionally make an inconvenience in his life and his career, so I have to remove the video, and I want to say sorry to this coach. Now I understand that the privacy is much more important on the internet. I also respect your privacy. I keep your identity, your videos, safe and private. You can ask me privately on Facebook. How can I support you? If you find my tutorials are helpful for your table tennis, you can support this work on the Patreon. If you can't, no problem. Many players, especially in the developing countries, work very hard for life. That is the main reason that my coaching are free for everyone. I also want to thank my first patron, David Una and Prof. Joe Bell. Thank you for your kindness. How can I contact you? Easy. Send me email. The email is in the About section. Or send me your private message on Facebook or comment directly on YouTube. I don't publish often the videos, normally 1 or 2 videos in the weekend, so you can get a notification by enabling the notification bell. Thank you and see you next weekend.